Well, good morning. I thought I would throw something up on YouTube. Um, I'm feeling pretty good. As far as my health goes, I was trapped in a infection and had to go to the hospital. And I will tell you that it's really hard mentally to do these ups and down things. I was feeling so good. My body felt good. I had energy. Um, Everything felt good. And so it was kind of frustrating when I got this little news and ended up in the hospital again. And I mean, I really wasn't feeling well. I was pretty sick. Fever was about 104, almost 105. So it was pretty high up there. It was um, kind of, I didn't feel good for a few days. But that whole week before, I was busy doing things. So as you recover and get better, you get excited because you go, oh my God, I'm feeling good and physically good. And I was really getting ready to, okay, I'm going to work out and not overdo, but, take 20 minutes a day and walk a little bit on the treadmill and, lift some light weights and just start feeling, more in control of my life. And then that happens. It's like, God dang, you finally feel good. And then it's really disheartening. I mean, I think I struggle with that more than anything. It's the feeling good and then having it taken away. It's happened a lot. When I was diagnosed, I was in the hospital for, 30 days and I wasn't feeling real well. I had some, I wasn't sick when I first got diagnosed, but, just struggles with, sore muscles and sore body. And I get back, home and I start feeling good. And I really started feeling good. And then I had the brain thing happen. And then in the hospital again for a week. And I was kind of a mess. And then when I got out, it took a couple days, but I was feeling good again. And I really was like, okay, I really need to appreciate this because I knew that just in a week and a half, I was going to go get, the transplant and chemo. And I knew that would bring me down. So then I do that. And that really did. I mean, of course, that was months. I mean, I was probably down and out for not feeling well for probably, I had the transplant June 20. I think it was October before I was really feeling good again. And really November before I really started feeling good. And then it gets taken away again. And I had another infection there somewhere in between. So, you expect to feel like crap. And then you start feeling well and you're thinking, okay, I can do this now. And then you feel like crap again. And I went to the doctor yesterday and, all my, levels when they do the blood tests are all good. Liver, kidney. I'm a little bit anemic, but they're not worried about that. That's going to take care of itself. That's just time. Now this infection that happened though has kind of set me back a little bit and, they're kind of worried about my gut in general, long term, I think. So not that I'll have the infection long term, but that it's kind of left me more susceptible. Anyway, I go in and so I started asking about work, when is a good time to go back to work? And she said, I really, with what I've been through, she said, a year post-transplant. So that's not until June, which is fine. I mean, I have things I can, brighten up my resume and do things like that. But when you're going through the good parts and you feel like you should be working and you can't. And then, I get it. Like if I was working and then I was back in the hospital for a week, poor employer too. I mean, it not only affects yourself when you're going into the hospital, but when you're working, it affects your employer and the other employees around you. So if you're going to be in and out, I get it why you can't. And the infection, like if you're going into the office and getting sneezed on and you're just more apt to get sick. So, so that's kind of like the new news. I'm kind of frustrated. I'm going to start trying to read tarot again. I have a couple people that have asked me to. I'm going to give it a shot. I do still have chemo brain. I've read up on it a lot. When I first, closer to when I first had chemo, I did forget a lot of things, and but the way it affects me is just no ambition. Like, I'll think about things and just not do them. And that is part of chemo. And it could last a long time. So that's another reason why it's probably good I'm not going to work. Because literally I will go, I know I need to do this, this, or this, and I can't. If it's a mental thing I need to do, I really struggle with it. Or if it's something that I don't think will turn out well, I really struggle with doing it. And it's, my personality is like, take care of things, just, get it taken care of. And I've done that my whole life until now. And it's very hard. And, people just think, oh, go do it. You have to do it. And there's something that just pulls me back, and I don't know what it is. If it's just the brain thing, the chemo thing, just me being, no, I want to do what I want to do. I don't know, but it's really hard. So I want to read the cards, but I want to make sure that I'm reading them appropriately too. I don't want to be doing a reading and it be off, because it might be. So I'm going to do very generic, a couple very generic readings, and I'll see how they come out. I'll be honest with who I'm reading for. This, I didn't feel good, I didn't feel right, or I feel like this is a pretty good reading. So I've been doing my own readings every morning. I'm trying to get back into the cards again, because it's something that's helping me focus. And it's something I enjoy. So I'm doing it every morning. So I should get better at it, hopefully. So I'll do a couple of them. Doing the card of the day has helped. It really does help. Makes me think a little bit. And I need that. I need that a lot. So, have a fabulous day. I'll catch you up in a few days again. Talk to you soon.